Welcome to the Creators MBA podcast, your go-to resource for mastering the art and science of digital product entrepreneurship. My name is Dr. Destiny Kopp, and I help business owners generate consistent revenue from their digital product business without the need to be glued to their desk, constantly live launching, or worrying about the social media algorithms. I hope you enjoy our episode today. Hi, friends. It's Dr. Destiny Kopp, and welcome back to the Creators MBA podcast. I'm super excited that you are joining me for this very special episode, and I'm going to be walking you through why your growth feels random in your business and how to fix it. So if you have ever thought, I'm doing everything right, I have built the offers, I'm showing up online, I have taken the courses, but my results still feel random, then this episode is for you. Today, we're going to be digging into why your growth feels unpredictable and what to do about it. I'm going to walk you through the Creators Growth Flywheel, which is a simple 5-part framework that helps you build rinse and repeat systems that compound over time. These are systems that keep your business growing without relying on luck, algorithms, or nonstop content creation. By the end of this episode, you are going to know exactly which part of your business might be slowing you down and how to start fixing it. And if you want to follow along and see what this looks like inside of your business, I have built a free AI tool that walks you through it. Her name is Sloan, and she is your AI business strategist. In just a few minutes, Sloan will help you identify which part of your business is blocking your momentum, and she will give you a personalized plan to fix it. You can go grab Sloan at destinykopp.com/Sloan or grab it in the link in the show notes. Okay, let's dive right in. And here is what I have learned. Most business owners out there, they don't have a motivation problem. They have a systems problem. They are doing all of the right things. They're creating content. They're emailing their list. They're updating their products. They're nurturing their communities. But none of it connects. Your audience may grow one week and then go quiet the next. And sales trickle in unpredictably. Your emails get opened when the subject line seems to hit, but there's no consistent rhythm driving engagement or sales. It's what I call the random results loop. You are showing up, you're putting in the effort, but it's not compounding for you. And every week feels like you are starting from zero. And let me tell you, the fix here is not doing more. It's connecting what's already working and figuring out what's not working. Because when your visibility system supports your engagement system and your nurture content naturally leads people towards your offers, you move from that randomness to getting into a rhythm. And that's when your business shifts from being unpredictable to being very intentional. And that realization is what led me to create the Creators Growth Flywheel, which is a framework that helps you align all of the moving pieces in your business so that it runs on systems and not just random. We have a very specific process that we're going to follow. And there are 5 systems that I want you to know about. And when these systems work together, growth will compound instead of just resetting every single month. The first stage of this is the attract stage. And attract is how new people discover you. It is your visibility system. If your reach depends upon luck, trends, or inconsistent posting, you're definitely going to be gambling with your growth because your visibility needs to be very intentional and diversified. This could mean collaborations, search-based content, podcast, participating in bundles, and having a very strong evergreen lead magnet that brings in people every single week. So I want you to ask yourself, do I know where my next 100 subscribers will come from? If the answer is no, that is going to be one of your first systems to strengthen. And I always say, never let your foot off of the gas pedal when it comes to growing your audience. Because when your attract system is steady, everything else in this whole flywheel is going to become easier. Your email list grows, your engagement improves, and your sales become predictable. Okay, now let's move into stage 2, which is the engage stage. So once people find you, the engaged is what keeps them in your world. This could be your lead magnet, your onboarding process, your tripwire after your lead magnet, which is your first purchase experience. It is really the bridge between them being curious about you and actually connecting with you. Because if people are discovering you, but they are not taking that next step, meaning they're not joining your email list, they're not grabbing your free gift, maybe they're not buying your low ticket offer, then your engage system is your gap. The goal isn't just to get their attention. We want people to actually come into our world. So our goal is to create an immediate micro win that deepens that trust within. And when you fix this bridge, you will stop leaking that opportunity there. And inside the Creators MBA Lab, I help members build an always-on engage system. So things like automated lead funnels or tools that kind of run into the background and bring in those new subscribers daily. Now, I want to talk about the next stage, which is the heartbeat of your business, and that is your nurture system. And this is how you stay connected between purchases. This might be your weekly newsletter. It might be your podcast or your YouTube channel. Really, any ongoing content that will build trust over time. And a strong nurture system is when you are going to turn those cold subscribers that are coming into your world into loyal fans. And it doesn't require daily posting or really, quite frankly, elaborate funnels. It just requires consistency. So what I want you to ask yourself is, does my content guide my audience toward my next offer? Or am I creating just random content that's going to lead to nowhere? Because when your nurture strategy is clear, your audience will start to anticipate what's next. And that anticipation turns into conversations. So in the lab, we often automate parts of the system so that it runs quietly in the background and building trust while you focus on product creation or even rest. Now, I want to move next into the retain stage. Now, the retain stage is what happens after the initial sale. And it's quite frankly where most businesses either fail, like they're not doing it at all, Or if you haven't been doing it, it is absolutely a way for you to find some hidden growth in your business. And retention here isn't always about getting people to buy more. It might be helping them to get more value from what they've already bought. It might mean improving your onboarding, sending progress check-ins, or offering next step products that continue their transformation. Because when you intentionally design these post-purchase experiences, you stop losing buyers to distraction, or they just get busy and they go away. And then you start creating those repeat customers who will stay with you for the long haul, because predictable revenue doesn't always start with new traffic. It starts just with retaining the customers that you already have. Now, finally, I want to talk about the last stage here, which is the advocacy stage. And I do call this the multiplier system. Now, the advocacy stage is when your happiest customers spread your message for you. They tell people about their experience, they share your tools, they bring others into your ecosystem, and this does not happen by accident. It happens when you build simple ways and systems for customers to share your offers and also to be recognized, like referral programs, or you have affiliate partnerships, or maybe as simple as spotlighting customer wins. Because when you intentionally build these advocacy systems, your business grows through relationships, not the algorithms. And that's when your flywheel truly starts spinning on its own. Now, you might be thinking, okay, Destiny, I understand the 5 systems, but how do I know which one is slowing me down? And that is exactly what Sloan was built for. Sloan is your free AI business strategist, and in just a few minutes, she will help you identify which stage of your flywheel needs the most attention right now, whether that's the attract, engage, nurture, retain, or advocacy stage that we talked about in this podcast episode. Then she will give you a personalized AI fix in a short, actionable plan to strengthen that particular system. You can go grab Sloan right now at destinycop.com/Sloan, or grab it through the link in the show notes. Because once you know your weak spot, you can take that insight and turn it into your next 90-day plan. And that's where my Creators MBA playbook comes into. This is the same system that I use every quarter to map my goals, track my metrics, and document my growth so that my business evolves through data and not guesswork. The playbook helps you take Sloan's recommendation and turns them into a simple, actionable 90-day flywheel plan that keeps your growth predictable. And when you are ready for deeper feedback, accountability, and AI power tools to make all of this so much easier, that's where the Creators MBA Lab comes in. Because inside the Lamb, we take this framework that I've talked about today and we build it together, step by step, through quarterly planning, execution sprints, and real-time coaching. So you're not just learning the systems, we are building them together. But here's your challenge for today. I don't want you to do more in your business. I want you to connect what's already working, stop doing what's not working, because predictable growth doesn't come from doing all of the things. It comes from very specific goals and alignment, because when your attract stage feeds into that engage stage, your nurture builds that trust, and then your retain stage keeps your customers in your own world. And then your advocacy stage, they help you spread your message. You stop chasing just random results, and you create systems in a business that runs on itself even when you take a break. And that's what I want for you. So here is your next step. I want you to run your free diagnostic with Sloan. You can get that at destinycop.com/Sloan. And then after you sign up for that, you have the option to grab your Creators MBA playbook, and that will help you map out your next 90 days. And when you're ready to implement it with structure and support, join us inside the Creators MBA Lab, and that is your implementation home for systems that scale. Thank you so much for tuning in. I will see you next week on the Creators MBA podcast. Bye for now. Thanks for listening all the way to the end. I hope you enjoyed this episode today. If you loved the show, I'd appreciate a review on Apple Podcasts or your favorite podcast platform. Have a great rest of your day, and bye for now.